This is going to be kind of a weird video, and it just might pertain to you and it might not. There was a game that came out a long time ago called Medieval. Now I'm going to let this play in the background while I'm talking, and you'll either know it or you won't know it. It came out, around the same time as like all the kind of other sort of semi-platformer adventure games like, Spyro and all those. I fucking love this game. I used to love this game so much, and I actually found out something super depressing, and now I have to share it to everybody. So, this game, I just don't feel like was that super, popular. There's the original. I don't feel like it was that, super popular, because I really only talked about it with, in my whole life, I've probably talked with maybe 2 people. And I talked to a ton of fucking people. But I found out something crazy. So, there's this guy. Oh, God. There's this guy. And this guy says, do y'all have one that got away? Now, I don't know what he's referring to, but this Ben Mekler guy says, we came very close to turning one of our favorite video games, Medieval, into an animated movie with original songs by Tenacious D. Now, he doesn't really give much information, and honestly, there's not any information online. But this guy's legit. He wrote part of the Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Knight series, Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast, which honestly, Kipo's legit. I love Kipo. And then he did that. He did this Final Space thing. Now I'm not sure about this Final Space thing. There was a ton of these weird little space animated, some were adult, some weren't, that just cropped up in the span of 6 years. There was just a ton of these fucking things. So, if you've watched this, congratulations. I didn't know it. There was so many of these that came out. Now, I didn't really know this guy. I didn't know his name, but that is insane that there would have been a fucking Medieval movie of this game with Tenacious D, and it probably would have came out before everyone hated them for no reason. But one of the things too I want to say about this is, while that is exciting, this guy down here, and I know that there's a lot of controversy surrounding AI. I don't know why AI has to be such a hot button topic for people. Honestly, it doesn't affect almost anyone. And I get that some people have to white knight for other people. They have to put on their armor and they have to go, I'm going to defend these imaginary people who I've never met and their jobs. And congratulations. I don't know. It's a weird topic to get so entrenched in, just because it's been proven that we can't tell the difference. You can tell the difference between if there's a picture and it's got weird hands. That's not exactly what I mean. This one YouTuber did this whole big study about, he showed people images and he said, hey, this one thing is AI. And they said they hated it. They could tell it, or he said it was a real painting. And they said they loved it, and then he revealed at the end that they said that, oh, actually it's an AI, and then they hated it, and then when he questioned them on it, they just, they were cowards. They didn't want to admit that they were wrong, that they made up all this shit. We are fucking terrible. Human beings are terrible about this shit. Someone shits on a piece of paper, and we sell that for thousands of dollars. And they claim it's art, and they claim that it's it's got soul and all this stuff. We're actually super terrible at that kind of stuff. Our eyes play tricks on us. Eyewitness testimony nowadays is it's put so many people in prison that did nothing. I don't know. the problem, I think, comes down to, we like to think that we're like super important or something. We just have these huge egos about certain things. And they say, like AI art, But I will say that this guy actually brings up like such a good point. He probably, like me, read this about the Medieval being turned into an animated movie with Tenacious D and said, that would have been fucking awesome. Because a long time ago, when I assumed this would have cropped up, Tenacious D had done video games like Brutal Legends, and that was pretty sick. And they had done their movie, and everyone loved the movie. It's only now recently do people hate Jack Black, I guess. But he said, this guy down here said, there should be a type of AI thing where creators can feed original content to an AI. So what he's talking about is like, if you wanted to help make a movie, you could feed content to an AI. And then with the original input from all the creators who wanted to help create it, normal people can use the AI to help build the film out if the budget to pay a proper studio is unfeasible. And I said, man, that's really smart. That's like this guy saying, if we as fans wanted to get together and then build an AI, and then the people who knew how to create and knew how to develop the style wanted to feed into it and then let other people use their style to build out this thing for cheaper, fan made for cheaper, for, a community project almost, where it was impossible to actually get something like this done normally. Because really what it comes down to is you're going to go to somebody in a suit and you're going to say, can I have money? And if they say no, this does not happen. And this guy, this Ben Mekler guy, says no thanks. Like, he had such a based shit going on up here. He's just like, no thanks. And I get it. He says thanks. But like, Jesus fucking Christ, guy. You know what I'm saying? No thanks. Crowdfunded. All creator based. Everyone pitching in together to make something that they care about. Oh man. I just thought it was so, no explanation, no nothing. This guy pours his soul out to this guy. He's, nah, go fuck yourself. But man, I mean, look at all these people. Look at all these people so excited. See, not a fan of Jack Black, but it would still been amazing. This should have been a thing. This should have been a thing. I bet it would have done mild. That's probably why it didn't get money, is because it's not like super popular. But man, look at all these people. Look at all the traction that they're getting. This would have been such a great thing to have. But we just, they just didn't get the money, I guess. And I don't know what the storyline would be, because if you've played the games, I mean, the character doesn't really have much of dialogue. The game really is just, kind of a beat 'em up, kind of a just run through hack and slash kind of game. But it kind of feels like some games you have weapons. And like Spyro could kill enemies, but this, you had weapons, and it felt like a small RPG, but not totally. But it was a fun game. It would have been very interesting. And this guy clearly works a lot with these animated movies, and they've got decent ratings. Oh, people are pissed. But no, like, so what do you guys think? Do you think this would have been exciting? Do you think this would have worked? I would not. Man, We didn't get it, and we're not going to get it. We're never going to get this. No amount of you watching this video or going onto this post is going to change the fact that we're not going to get this, because the landscape has fucking changed. People do not like Jack Black anymore. He's been in too many movies, and honestly, it's just not going to be possible. But man, just think about it. Anyway, I'm going to be posting pretty much every day. If you like what you saw and you like your own personal Jack Black impersonator to be here for you, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and all those good things. And I will see you in the next video.